Gurmeet Kaur, student of Integrated BTech MTech Defense Technology, Semester 1 at Amity Institute of Defense Technology, along with Miss Devi Shrikant Pillai. Warmly welcome you all to our campus of Amity University, Noida. We're thrilled to have a wonderful mix of students, esteemed faculty, and respected guests with us today. This gathering is a celebration of our shared passion for a self reliant nation, and we're in for a day filled with inspiration, learning, and connection. Thank you all for being here. Let's make this a memorable experience for all. Before we begin, I request all the dignitaries to kindly join us for lighting the lamp.
जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः। जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती तव चरणों प्रणमामः। नाद ब्रह्ममयी जय वागेश्वरी नाद ब्रह्ममयी जय वागेश्वरी शरणं ते गच्छामः। जय जय हे भगवती सुरभारती। त्वमसि शरण्या त्रिभुवनधन्या सुरमुनि वन्दित चरणा नवरस मधुरा कवितामुखरा स्मित रुचि रुचिरा हरणा। जय जय हे भगवती।
To begin our today's session, I'd like to welcome Dr. Manish Kumar Chauhan, Assistant Professor, AIDT, to welcome our esteemed guests and to brief the students on the workshop that follows.
A very good morning to our esteemed guests, respected dignitaries, faculty members, and dear students. On behalf of Amity Institute of Defense Technology and Amity University, Noida, it gives me great pleasure to extend warm welcome to all of you. A special welcome to goes to the faculty and students from DPS Faridabad. Today's workshop represents a key milestone in advancing the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat set forth by Honorable Prime Minister. India pursuit of Atmanirbhar Bharat, especially in defense sector, where self-resilience and enhance national security and reduce dependency on foreign technologies. Startups also play a crucial role in the transformation by bringing innovation, agility, and cutting-edge technology to the forefront. A progress towards a self-sufficient defense sector in driven by joint efforts by DRDO, public and private enterprises. These initiatives aims to motivate our youth and future leaders to see the opportunities and tackle the challenges in defense technology. We are truly honored to have with us today Mr. Salendra Vikram Singh, Director National Security Country Governance India, former Deputy Secretary Cyber and Information Security, Ministry of Home Affairs. Sir was very keen to attend the event physically, but due to some unavoidable some circumstances, he was not with us. He will join the online. Wing Commander Sanjeev Verma sir, former Air Force GM Projects Flight Simulation Technique Center, Gurugram, India, and Dr. W. Silvamurthy, former Chief Controller R&D DRDO, Chairman Amity Institute of Defense Technology, and Chancellor Amity University of Chhattisgarh, whose presence and insight will undoubtedly ignite a presence of purpose among our young minds. We are sincerely thank you, sir, for taking the time to join us today to share wealth of knowledge. I would also like to extend special thanks to Professor Balvendra Sukla, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and Colonel C.V. Gopal, sir, Deputy Director of STIF. To our esteemed dignitaries, your presence today has immense value to this event and your experience will surely serve as an inspiration to all of us. On behalf of Amity Institute of Defense Technology, Amity University, once again I extend a warm welcome to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We here at Amity have always appreciated the presence of our guests. And keeping that tradition in mind, we would now like to welcome our guests with a sapling, signifying life and growth that we wish the same upon our guests. May I now request Dr. W. Selvamurthy, Professor Dr. Neeraj, and other dignitaries from the Amity family to present the saplings to our guests. It's an honor to introduce Mr. Shailendra Vikram Singh. Mr. Shailendra Vikram Singh is a highly experienced leader in national security, cybersecurity policy, and secure technology adoption, with a distinguished career spanning over 26 years in both government and private sectors. Currently, as the Director of National Security Governance for SAP in India, he is responsible for aligning SAP's digital transformation strategies with government security mandates. His work ensures the trusted integration of advanced technologies such as AI and cloud computing in critical government services and public sector infrastructure, safeguarding national interests. Before joining SAP, he served as Deputy Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs, where he spearheaded the development of cybersecurity policies and frameworks to protect critical infrastructure and public safety. He played a vital role in collaborating with key government agencies like MEITY and CERTIN to implement data protection regulations and strengthen cyber defenses. His background also includes leadership roles in the National Security Guard and Border Security Force, where he gained deep expertise in assessment, crisis management, and national security operations. He actively engages with various forums and organizations across both government and private sectors to promote cyber awareness and advocate for a safe and trusted digital space. His dedication to public safety and national security is evident in his efforts to ensure responsible technology adoption in highly regulated sectors, contributing significantly to India's secure and resilient digital future. May I now request our guest of honor to address the gathering through online mode.
Uh, Good morning, everyone. Uh, Firstly, I thanks Amity and to calling me, but sorry to I could not attend personally the gathering to meet the young future generation of the country to prepare to protect our country interest and defense. Uh, I first also congratulate uh, uh, the MIT to frame this defense technology course, because in the coming future, the defense is not only to be fought on the border only. It is not mandatory that if you join to you serve the country for the defense purposes, you have to be on the border. Now, being sitting here only, you can contribute the effort of the country and defense forces, how you can prepare them to fight the war which is are going on. If you are very much aware about the things going on in the current situation in the world, like Israelis are targeting Iran and other their targets remotely due to the with the digital technologies and the new technology, AI, GPS, surveillance, all these things. Now, the role of digital technology and emerging new technology for the defense purposes and or you can say for the war purposes, so there is cyber war, misinformation, counter narrative. Many things are going on in the digital space. Initially, I joined border security force of work on the border in Jammu Kashmir, then NSG at Manesar, Gurgaon. But I found the opportunity work in the Ministry of Home Affairs to work for the national security by sitting there to frame the policy, how our policy, our future preparedness can be done through with the new technologies and to ensure the technology is simultaneously how the technology support the defense, simultaneously it create vulnerabilities also. Now the other parties also are very much preparing to attack your infrastructure through their which are connected with the internet and cyber technology. The importance of both to protect cyber security and adoption of technology for the defense preparedness more important. Both are important. That's why just the students we are coming who are coming here just to understand that the protecting the serving the country by you with your technological skills and your supports, it is contributing the person who are sitting on the border. And the government also has adopted the new policy like Atmanirbhar Bharat. The scope of the career in this defense sector is very much open. Initially, you have found the DRDO and defense organization were preparing the defense forces for the to fight the equipment, all these things. Now, big companies had come with their proposal, their infrastructure as a defense production company like Tata, Mahindra, all big companies has come in, and they are open to the defense sector. Though that's why the career in defense sector is very challenging, challengeable and exciting. I just now I am working in SAP, which is working with the defense forces for their digitization of the system, all the system, which is very much critical system and very much protected system. Here, the importance of the cyber security is very much important to protect your infrastructure. It can be done by anywhere from the IRS hostile country. Though, so the career of cyber security with the AI technology, adoption of cyber new technologies in defense sector is very much open, very much vast. So I ask the students to get in the field, to adopt the career in the field, to make our country safe and secure. You the now defense other dignitaries also from the big defense organization, they will also expressed their opinion that the now defense forces, defense organization are very much open for the adoption of new technology, new talents. Uh, the role of it is not only in the uniformed forces, the role of various types of talents in defense sectors is very much open. That's why the career in defense sector is very much exciting and challengeable. So I suggest the students to make them prepare to serve the country with their skill and talents, so that we can sit here in the country, the citizen of the country sit here in the within the country with safe and secure. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mr. Shalendra Singh, Vikram Singh. Let's give a big applause for this great service he is rendering for our comprehensive national security, and not only from external aggression, internal security, such a long time. He is playing a pivotal role in contributing to this. And your inspiring speech was wonderful. I wish that you come again sometime to our campus,
Sure, sir.
Shalendra ji.
Sure,
And
sir.
then we will also we like to meet you and then discuss with you how we can Amity can collaborate with you as well,
Sure,
contribute to
sure.
your
Thank you, sir.
mission
Thank you, sir.
in Ministry of Home Affairs. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Let's give one other big applause for him. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. In spite
Sorry,
of your
sorry, could
busy
not attend,
schedule,
sir,
you
because
joined us.
I got fever last night. Otherwise, I was very excited to attend with the call up from the Neeraj ji, and to meet you also, and the youngsters, which are the future soldier of the country.
So, thank you. And in spite of your fever, you have joined us and take care of your health. And I am sure you'll be all right very soon. And thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. ठीक रहा?
May I now take the honor to introduce our second guest of honor, retired Wing Commander Sanjeev Verma. He has 24 years of dynamic experience in aviation sector of Indian Air Force and 6 years towards integration, acceptance and operationalization of helicopter simulator. He has commended for planning and executing anti-militant combat, managing helicopter detachments from time to time in hostile environment and support security and operational staff. He has served as flying pilot in Indian Air Force medium lift helicopter units, which were operating in UP Hills, Himachal Hills, Eastern Sector, Glacier, Car Nicobar, Rajasthan sector, and well trained survival instructor. He has rendered support to ground forces in UN missions in Congo, Africa. He has led to independent aviation units comprising of various flying machines in coordination with aviators, ground support staff, and security personnel. He has successfully trained pilots on survival aspect in jungle and snow and received award for accident and incident free flying of 3000 hours and awarded 15 medals for excellent service rendered to government of India. I'd now like to invite sir to address the audience.
Good morning, esteemed guests, panelists, Dr. Selva-Murthy, Colonel Gopal, Vice Chancellor, Amity University. Special thanks to Defense Technology Department Head, Dr. Neeraj, all professors, teachers from DPS Faridabad, and my dear colleagues, students. The main focus is on you. The main focus is not the teachers or the seniors sitting here. Because as Shailendra Saab has said, you're the future of the nation. Sometime back, when I go back 30 years, I was also somewhere behind, sitting in the chair. And today, whatever
सर आई थिंक
a
आप
young,
इनिशियल डिस्कशन कर लीजिए.
sorry, sorry,
No, there was some interference.
all right, some interference.
Just please, all others can mute their mics.
All right, my aim is to go in a chronological order to tell you why defense technology and why you are here and what is the role of the Department Defense Technology Amity Noida is playing here for you. Gentlemen, managing futuristic defense technology in a structured approach for Atmanirbhar Bharat or Make in India is the main focus of government of India. For last 5 years, several initiatives have been taken in these directions. And the Institute of Defense Technology at Amity Noida is bridging science, technology, and innovations through theory and practicals to not only meet the requirements of defense sector, but also to support students in their futuristic settlement approach. Generally, it was believed, and there was no platform for defense application orientation, which was largely been an uncharted path for academia. As it was just covered, the moment you say defense forces, that means you're going to wear a uniform, hang a gun on your shoulder, and defend the country from borders. No, no, no. It's not the time. It's really not the time now. As we say, each and every citizen of this country is serving the nation. Be it a shopkeeper, be a rickshawala, be a safaiwala, be a whoever it is, till the time you are a good citizen and you're working for your country, is serving the nation. It's just by virtue of the job that an individual chooses himself to be in uniform or to be a pilot of military aircraft and flies the mission, he gets into that kind of a work scenario or the area of operations. So what is the need for Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense sector? Why did government of India decided to take that step? Very, very important for you all guys. First is national security, which is at stake. How? As India relies on a foreign country for critical defense platforms and equipments due to a shortage of components and assemblies, important equipment poses various maintenance, repair, and overall challenges in India. This delay could undermine India's national security and vital strategic interests. For an example, in 2020, tension rose between India and China in Galwan Valley, and India was facing a shortage of critical defense equipment. Where will you get these equipments from if a foreign country closes their door? That means you go back foot. That means China takes over you. So what should you do? Atmanirbhar Bharat. Take that challenge and create those spare parts in your own country. So that gives you not only the profession, but also a self-reliance country by yourself. That is only your efforts can do so. Strategic autonomy. Over reliance on a single supplier for military hardware can force India to bend to their demands to maintain that supply. By diversifying its sources through domestic production, India reduces pressure from any one supplier and strengthens its position in negotiations or alliances. Once again, a delay and reliability on a foreign vendor. Global uncertainties. A global pandemic like COVID, the Russia Ukraine, and the Red Sea crisis. I'm sure you must be aware of these current affairs, what is happening in the country. That can lead to non supply of the spare parts to your country. Once again, government of India is not only giving you startup permissions, loans, fundings, MSMEs, that please go and do something by yourself. I feel this is what otherwise your country was all that relying on. For example, nearly 60% of India's equipment comes from Russia, which is involved in hostilities in Ukraine. So Atmanirbharta in defense could help mitigate such risks by developing domestic capabilities for these components. Reduce fiscal burden. India is currently the second largest importer of weapons in the world after Saudi Arabia. Now, for an example, the light combat aircraft, Tejas, which is an indigenous, which everybody knows, must have heard, read about it on the news. Fighter jet, it was developed by India. While the initial development was costly, the long-term production and maintenance costs are expected to be lower than continuously importing fighter jets. You can understand what I'm trying to say here. Initial procurement from a country you may spend in crores. Same is when you're doing R&D in India, you may spend in crores, but in long run, your country gains in two ways: self-reliance once again, and your job prospects, the professionalism, your chances of R&D, combat capability. Atmanirbharta in defense fosters innovation in designing and developing military equipment tailored explicitly to India's unique geographical and security needs. This can lead to a more effective and modern fighting force. Challenges in achieving Atmanirbharta Bharat in defense sector is a technological gap. What happens whenever a foreign country sells you an equipment, it doesn't sell the technology. So there is no transfer of technology that takes place. Today, the government of India has realized that whenever they are doing any procurements, they are changing their policies, as it was just covered. Dr. Shailendra was involved in changing the policies that when you're procuring an instrument or an equipment from the foreign countries, you also purchase the technology from them so that you can build, do R&D, and be a self-reliance. How it is done, just to give you an example, as you must have heard about a Su-30 aircraft. We bought it from Russia 30 years back. But now various trials have been taken place in the pilot fields when he flies in glacier sector or higher altitudes, or when he wants to attack on a Balakot, if you have heard about it. Because there is no Balakot in Russia. Even if you create a terrain in Russia, it does not give you same topography that you operate here. I'm sure you're with me when I'm talking about Balakot especially. You talk great about your country. I'm sure these young aspirants. So where do you get those changes done in the software of an aircraft or the platform of an aircraft to carry the same kind of a weapon so that you can deliver it pinpointed onto your target without wasting time? So when you fly in air, there's no time, there's no look back. There's just one chance that you get, and there's no second chance. So if you miss it, that guy will kill you. So try to understand how government of India is so figuring out that the young aspirants should at least understand these problems that your country is facing. I can give you 1,000 examples such, but probably I don't want to waste time of the next speakers. Yes, no doubts, bureaucracy and efficiency. The procurement procedures, getting into the various things. I'm sure half of you must be thinking, where do I get IDEX? Where do I get startups? Where do I get loans? How do I put my GEM portal? How do I register myself on these issues? These are the issues which nobody teaches you. Probably that is what the Defense Technology Department is here for. That is why these ex-Fauji's, ex-experienced professors who are sitting here who have been dealing with these subjects day in and out, they will do the hand holding. As I said, Defense Department, the Defense Technology Department of Amity University is doing a hand holding of yours, passing the technology to the innovations and bridging it together with you all guys. Geopolitical considerations. Foreign suppliers may be hesitant to transfer sensitivity technology. Foreign manufacturers are reluctant to act as India's defense procurement partner due to fear of losing control of their intellectual property. To give you an example, a Chinook helicopter, I'm sure the tandem helicopters, do you understand? I don't know whether you have a rotor in front and a rotor in behind, because of which the helicopter flies. That is called a tandem rotor. Otherwise, normal helicopter that you've seen is a main rotor and a tail rotor. It's a special. So now the latest procurement of Chinook was done by Boeing. Now India has just signed an agreement that we will do the complete simulation of this aircraft in India, which is going to establish in Chandigarh. It might take 5 years. By the time you'll be finishing your MTech and BTech and you have a job here in Chandigarh instead of going to abroad and getting and knocking somebody's door there. So think on these lines, read about the latest procurements and connect with the department experienced faculties. Lacking convergence in manufacturing and need for defense forces. Manufacturers and defense forces are at odds. As I just covered, LCA Tejas at its present form does not meet the naval qualitative requirements to be a carrier-based aircraft. Same is LUH. What was a light utility helicopter is still being done by the HAL. There was a LCH, light combat helicopter. I'm sure you must have seen it on TVs And I'm sure half of you must be visiting Aero India in Bangalore, which is going to happen in February, where all these vendors from foreign and India come and fly their aircrafts. Basically, it's a market. Please buy these aircrafts. So and so, even the Indian Air Force or the Indian Forum or the industries also fly their aircrafts. So they can show the capabilities there. Joint ventures and technology transfer. I just covered. Plan the joint venture with the foreign company, obviously, because they also want their stake. And today, just because of Atmanirbhar Bharat, gentlemen, Boeing has lost 34%. They are in loss this financial year. I'm talking about the Economic Time news of last week. It is only because of your effort, it is only because of India's effort, the youth's effort, that it could be possible. And they have no reason. Same, I can give you an example of a Martin Baker. If you have not heard, just give you an example. Rafale aircraft के बारे में सुना होगा. You see, it has got a 0-0 ejection seat. When we say 0-0 ejection seat, इसका मतलब है to start the aircraft. But if you find aircraft has got a fire, and you cannot leave and remove your harness and come out of the aircraft, you can straightway pull your handle and the seat fires. That means 0-0. That means zero speed and zero height. You are safe. That seat is only made by Martin Baker. Company is known by his name. So Martin Baker had a monopoly till last year. That only my seats will be flown or sold by myself, and nobody else will purchase it. Who broke that barrier? Government of India. For whom? For you guys. To create the business, to create the factories here, to create the industries here. They are rather giving you the complete diagrams of these chairs so that you can do manufacturing. And gentlemen, you are 11th and 12th students, and I'm sure your science background. If you go to Mayapuri or Sitapuri, you will find even Angutha Tek guy is making these seats there. So please move around and see what the caliber that your country has got. And you are science graduates. We give you platform. Who gives you this direction? Nobody else but the Defense Technology Department of Amity, Noida. And we all are here to hold your hand and to take you forward into this challenging world. It's no more challenging now. If I just give you an example of a Shaketkar committee, what was this? This committee advocated increasing the retirement age for specific personnel. I have retired from the Air Force almost 8 years back, but I'm here with you. This is what I'm doing. So the system realized that no, let's not leave them. Let's employ them somewhere else so that their experience can be taught to you all guys. हम सुनना नहीं चाहते पुराने लोगों को, लेकिन उन्हीं के पास ज्ञान है. So this is what Shaketkar committee said. Vijay Ketkar committee. The recommendation to involve India's leading private companies in defense production is crucial. Leveraging their expertise and manufacturing capabilities will be vital for Atmanirbharta in defense sector. What does it mean? Producing a seat, producing even a jack or a harness with a buckle, it goes through various tests because it's a question of somebody's life and death. You must have heard 3 days back MiG-29 got crashed, but pilot ejected and is safe. When you call safe and you hear on the news that pilot is safe, क्योंकि हम जाके कभी मुलाकात नहीं करते उससे. He is safe to live, but he's broke his some spine, some injury has taken place. Why? Because of some negligence, some manufacturing error. So you cannot afford to take even a single, what do you call it, leniency when you're doing the manufacturing. So there are 1,000 procedures which you have to pass through, but Government of India is holding your hand to please take on these responsibilities. We will take on these responsibilities and grow. Finally, gentlemen, to conclude, during previous wars in our western and eastern and northern borders have taught us that self-reliance is a necessity for sustaining wars beyond 10 days of intense fighting. Apart from that, to save the drain on our foreign reserves, the Honorable Defense Minister emphasized the need for Atmanirbharta in defense for the country, not an option, but a necessity in the fast-changing global scenario. To end with, gentlemen, I was in Kargil war for 33 days. I'm sure half of you must have not even born in 99. I have seen what your country goes through when it is a war condition. You lose out your guns, you lose out your bullets, and you are facing an enemy. How difficult it is. It is something like you're driving a car at a speed of 100 kmph and you hit a corner where there's no turn. There's a wall in front of you. Sometimes this situation comes. I wish you all the best to all youngsters to please come up. We are the people who are holding your hands. We take you forward, not only give you a bright future, but a country where you can really look upon that this is what you have done for your country. Gentlemen, thank you very much and Jai Hind.
Thank you for the motivational words, sir. Moving ahead into our first session of the day, I'd like to invite Dr. W. Selvamurthy, who will be talking on the topic Understanding Global Defense Requirements. Before I call upon Sir, I take this opportunity to introduce Sir to the audience. Dr. W. Selvamurthy is presently working with Amity University as President of Amity Science, Technology and Innovation Foundation, Director General for Amity Directorate of Science and Innovation, and Chancellor of Amity University, Chhattisgarh. Dr. Selvamurthy did his master's in human physiology from Christian Medical College, Vellore, doctorate from Delhi University, and Doctor of Science from Bangalore. He was also awarded DSc from five universities in recognition of his outstanding research and development contributions in life sciences. Dr. Selvamurthy has served the Defense Research and Development Organization, Ministry of Defense, Government of India for 40 years at DRDO, serving in various senior leadership roles. He was responsible for the research and development of all the health related and life science related technologies that were inducted in the armed forces with the sole aim to keep the armed forces healthy and efficient in all operational environments, including extremely inhospitable terrains. This biomedical research immensely benefited the armed forces and also gave spin-offs for civil social use. His R&D contributions include the development of life support systems, CBRN technology, management and mitigation, including training, nanotechnology for defense applications, importantly yoga and military psychology. He was the leader of the first Indo-Soviet scientific expedition to the Arctic Circle for polar physiology research. He superannuated from DRDO as Distinguished Scientist and Chief Controller, Research and Development, Life Sciences and International Cooperation, and joined Amity University thereafter in his present role. In recognition of his significant contributions in the field of biomedical research and development, he has been awarded several prestigious research awards. A few prominent ones are Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Award for the Most Prominent Scientist and Educationist by Oasis World Records, Technology Leadership Award by DRDO, presented by Minister of India, and Lifetime Achievement Award from the Honorable President of India in the field of clinical and preventive cardiology. I now request Sir to kindly take over the session.
Good morning to everyone. Good morning. Say loud. Good morning. Vibrant. Say, I'm not going to give a lecture. I'm going to engage with you. I'm going to interact with you. I'm going to ask you questions. So all of you should be alert all the time. The whole program is for you. You are going to build a new India. You are going to build a new world. So that is why realize the responsibilities on each and every one of your shoulders. So we are all here to see how we can groom you, how we can prepare you, how we can enable you to emerge as leaders in your domains, in different domains. So one such domain could be an opportunity to be in the defense technology development. So that is why this particular interactive meeting with you. So I welcome all the brilliant students. Let's give a big clap to all our students. You also clap. Always be vibrant. You know my age? My age is 75. And how vibrant I am. I can just run with you. I can climb with you. So you should always be vibrant, happy, energetic, enthusiastic. That is how you will lead a productive, constructive, happy life. So always be attentive, If you have come here for a lecture or listening to a lecture, then you should be totally involved in that. You should be completely absorbed in that. Then only you will assimilate what everyone is speaking. Because now Wing Commander Sanjeev Verma spoke. He's general manager who served in Indian Armed Forces, in the Indian Air Force for almost more than 3 decades. Now he is here to see that how he motivated you, that what are the opportunities available. He shared his own experience in Air Force. And similarly, we listened to Dr. Shalendra, and he is in Ministry of Home Affairs, and he is looking at the national security aspects, particularly cyber security, because cyber platform is very important. So I'm going to engage you with my experience in defense research and development organization as a scientist who has worked with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam for 25 years. He was my boss. Then also as president, I used to be advisor to the president when he was president. So I had such opportunity of working with great minds. So I'm going to share some of those experience with you in defense and what are the opportunities for you to grow in the defense technology domain. So this is what is going to be next 1 hour. I'm going to interact with you. I'm not going to give a lecture. So everybody talks which schools you are. Just mention one. You are from which school? Just give the mic. Just give one mic. I want to talk to them. So let the mics be with the students. One on this side, one on this side. Just keep it. Just make it on. Yes.
DPS Greater Faridabad.
DPS Great Faridabad. Let's give a big clap to DPS Faridabad. Who are all the students? Just raise your hands. Beautiful. So many of the students are from DPS. All of them are from DPS. Very good. That's a very good school. DPS, they are number one. When I see the ranking, school ranking, your school always stands first. And there is a competition between Amity International Schools and your school. And Amity International School come first in some of those, and DPS comes first in some of these. So I'm so happy to welcome all the students from such a distinguished school, DPS school. I appreciate the teachers who have accompanied these students from science stream from DPS, and I will request you to talk to you at the end. So I welcome to every one of you on behalf of founder president Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, who has built the whole Amity universe. Dr. Ashok Chauhan, how he was a student like you in a village school in Meerut, close to a village in Meerut. Then he did his graduation, post graduation in chemistry. Then he wanted to do PhD, so he went to Germany to do PhD, and his parents did not have money to send him to do PhD in Germany, which is very expensive. So he went to a scholarship. He applied for scholarships, and he got a German scholarship. So he went there, studied there, got employment. So why I'm narrating is since and 28 years he was there. Today he has created this whole Amity universe, which is 12 universities in India. Amity University, there are 12 universities, and there are how many campuses abroad? Dubai, Mauritius, Singapore, London, Romania, USA, we have 2 campuses. So we have 18 campuses abroad. We have 28 schools like you, Amity International Schools. We have also Amity Harrow School in Bangalore. So Amity is a big universe. So a person like you who has built schools in Meerut village, now he has become a great entrepreneur, visionary who has built this universe, Amity universe. So you can do it. Why I want to narrate this is that if he can do it, you can do it. So we want you to do it. And there is an opportunity in defense technology. So that is what I'm going to share with you. So everything is possible. There is nothing impossible. Even impossible is I am possible. That is, you have that ability to make it possible. So everything is possible in this world. So now let me share some of those thoughts. And next slide. So everybody talks about developed India. Everybody talks about developed India. What do you understand by developed India? Just give the mic here. Anybody, just raise your hand. What do you understand by developed India? Viksit Bharat. Our Honorable Prime Minister talks about Viksit Bharat, developed India. So just raise, don't hesitate. You should always question, reply. Otherwise, I will tell you who has to answer this. Anybody who wants to answer this? Just raise your hand. How would you designate a country a developed country? Just give it to him, the mic. Just pass on the mic. Somebody can be there to give the mic. Manish, you be that if any student, anybody is there. Just this.
Developed nation is that which is sustainable in all the fields.
Yes, sustainable in all fields, self-reliant in all fields.
Self-reliant. Yes, sir.
Very good. Any other any other dimension? What is every self-reliance, Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is what Prime Minister keeps talking about. So self-reliant and sustainable. It should sustain this development as well. If we are growing at a GDP of 7%, we should make it 8%, 9%. So it's a sustainable growth, correct? And anybody else, a developed country, how would you designate a country a developed country? One, very good. Just what is your name? All those who answers, no, they will get something from me at the end, some gift. Just note down, huh? Somebody.
So my name is Rudransh.
Okay, very good, very good. Let's clap for him. Now I want a girl to reply this. So any other, what do you think? Just give the mic to anyone. You came for lighting the lamp, so just give it to him. Somebody is there? Okay, very good. Just introduce yourself, name.
My name is Harsheen, and I think developed country is where the citizens are self-empowered.
Very good. Let's give a big clap to her. Self-empowered. So citizens are self-empowered. And any other dimensions? And there was some hand there. Yes, give it to that boy. Your name?
Morning. My name is Raghav Tiwari, and I believe that a developed country is one that's decisions are not overthrown by others. Their decisions are what they end up doing.
Very good.
They're not something
Empowerment and decisions are respected and implemented. Great. So normally, a developed nation should be able to protect its own security. The first comes, you should have the ability to defend your country. The comprehensive national security is very important for us. So no other country we should depend upon for defending our nations. So that is one. That is what I am showing, military power. Military power, army, navy, air force, and also the other domains like cyber security. Every domain we should be secure. So we need, for this security, you need technologies, policies, practices. These are all very important. So you are going to listen to in my lecture about the defense technologies. What is that defense technology is all about? Then you should also have an economic power. See why we respect US. Its GDP is huge. GDP, what is GDP? Very good, gross domestic product. So GDP is huge there, and then it is rich country. So economic power is very important. That is why now we are fast growing economy. Anybody can guess at what rate we are growing? India is growing. Growth rate, GDP growth rate, 7% plus. We are growing. We reached even 8.5 and so on. So economic power we are foreign exchange reserves are very good. So the economic power is one. Second is military power. Third one is knowledge power. So why do we say knowledge power? Knowledge power means what? As you guess, anybody, any guess? Yeah. Literacy rate. Very good. What's your name?
Parth.
Part. Literacy. Yeah, everyone. Now there are so many people illiterate. So we want to remove right to education has come in. And also, a knowledge power means you should be able to generate new knowledge through research, innovation, development, disruptive technologies. So, all these are very important to be a knowledge superpower. This is what our founder president, Dr. Chauhan, also has predicted. India will become knowledge superpower by 2030. So, knowledge power means you should be able to produce new knowledge, generate new knowledge through research, innovation, development, and through intellectual property rights. Amity has filed 2,240 patents. 2,240 patents. Patents are new knowledge which is secured, protected, intellectual property rights protected. And we have published 45,000 research papers. Amity has produced 45,000. And also our H index, which indicates citation and the impact of our publication, is now 160. So this is what Amity is. So the knowledge superpower, we should be having economic power, military power, and knowledge power. So you people are going to add to all this. You are going to contribute to that developed India, Viksit Bharat. By in all this dimension, you will produce new economy. Some of you will become entrepreneur. Some of you will become startups. Some of you will become serve in a company as a CEO or a vice president or president of a company. So this is how you generate to that economic growth. And so you people, when you grow, you are going to contribute to the economic power, whichever domain you are in. You're a scientist or an academician like me, or any defense technology development, you're running a defense industry. So whichever field you are going to contribute to the $5 trillion economy GDP, which is going to be in the next year, and $37 trillion will be our GDP size by about 2047, which will be the 100th year of our independence, that we will have a GDP of 37 trillion. Imagine $37 trillion. That is going to be your country. So you are going to contribute. Military, military power. So military power, like some of you can join armed forces if you want to, or some of you can lead, join DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, which develops aircraft, radars, missiles, main battle tank, and so many technologies. So you can join DRDO. You can join also the defense industries, L&T. Have you heard of? Well, can someone name defense industry? Anybody? Name one defense industry. Yes, give the mic. Just give your name and then.
Good morning, sir. My name is Advait Sharma. One of the defense industries is Larsen and Turbo.
Larsen and Toubro. Very good. Anything else? You have one more?
Yes, sir. It is written Mahindra Defense, Bharat Force.
Mahindra Defense, Bharat Forge. Great. Let's clap for him. Great, great. You want to answer? You want to supplement? Okay. So these are the industry waiting for you people to get educated in defense technology, join those industry. Because as Wing Commander mentioned, that they have put a ban on import of many technologies, Atmanirbhar Bharat. So you have to produce it, because otherwise you are dependent on another country for spares, accessories, servicing, and many support, after sales support. Again, you are dependent. So there is a triple trap syndrome. That is, the latest technology you won't get. So what you want, you won't get. One trap. Second thing is you are dependent on them lifelong for the life cycle support of an imported weapon system. Another second trap. And then the third trap is that what you get may not operate here well, because our climate is different, our terrains are different, or it could come with a malware inside. So when you want to fire, it may not fire. So they can switch off. So that is why there is a necessity for trap syndrome. So this is to avoid this. You people, you are the future of the defense technology. You are the future of comprehensive national security. So prepare yourself. So this interactive talk is mainly to show how important this field is. So you should avoid our country. If it has to become a Viksit Bharat and developed India, we should be self-reliant, Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense technology. Next. So we have almost 1.4 million armed forces people, 15 lakhs, almost 15, close to 15 lakhs, and which is Army, Navy, Air Force. And they are using, some of them are imported, as Wing Commander was mentioning, that uh, many of the some of the equipments are imported. So these equipment is have got its own challenges, limitations. It may not be the latest generation of the technology. So we are still flying. MiG-21 we were flying, MiG-29 we are flying. We had one accident also. So we want to avoid all this. So this is great people. They are rendering, Army, Navy, Air Force is rendering a yeoman service to the nation to protect our borders. But you need to give our indigenous technologies. So when you talk about defense technology, it has got four. You can categorize them into four categories. One is sense, deny, reach, destroy. Defense technology is nothing but these are the ones. Sense. How do you sense? Can you tell one defense technology which can sense? Minefields detection. Yes. Anything else? Radars. Very good. Just give the mic to him. Radars. So he said radars.
Yes, sir.
It
Radars.
sense who is coming inside, who is there in the borders. Radars is a sensor. Yes. Any other defense technology? Yes. Drones, which has a sensor implanted into that so that you can do surveillance, reconnaissance to see. Very good. Just give it.
Sonar.
Sonar. What is the purpose of?
And
Very good. To sense the adversary ships or the underwater submarines to use this sonar. Beautiful. You know everything. Come on, let's clap. Let's clap for these brilliant students. So he said radar, he said sonar, and also somebody said the sensors to be put on drone for reconnaissance survey. It could be a simple camera. So the first categories of technologies, defense technologies, will be to sense what is happening in the borders, what is happening in the enemy territory. Now you also have satellite-based sensing. You don't have to have only drones, or you don't have to have only aircraft to see, or you don't have to have only balloon barrage, or you don't have to have only the airborne early warning and control systems, AVACs. So we have so many things. So there are technologies which can sense what is happening in our adversary nations, either from from satellites or from the ground by using these platforms. So one technology category is sensing. The second is denying sensing from enemies, because enemy also would like to do. So how do you deny enemy sensing what we are doing? Any guess? Anybody? Deny. So denying sensing of India, what we are doing here in defense or security related, you have to deny that. So you have countermeasures to deny this. You can jam that, you can block it. Suppose you say you don't give a signal, like if it is a stealth, you develop a aircraft, you develop a drone which can go stealthily without radar getting detected. So it is denying sensing from other countries. Or you can do a non-kinetic kill by using directed energy weapons. Suppose you want to jam something, you can have many methods of jamming, and electronic countermeasures is there. You have electronic warfare systems are there. This is all to intercept, jam. So this is the second category of defense technology, is that how do we deny sensing from enemy countries? Second category of defense technology. Third category, reach. How do you reach the target, enemy? As he was telling, surgical strike. He was mentioning about surgical strike, ball code. So how do you reach? How do you reach the adversary? Yeah, give the mic. Ah,
Missiles.
missiles. Give a big clap to him. Missiles. You can reach the target. What is the capability India has today in missile? How many kilometers we can reach?
Stealth operations under the rock. Stealth operations.
Stealth operations. Very good. So, missiles. He said, how do you reach? You don't have to go physically there, 6,000 kilometers. I want to attack a country, suppose another adversary. So, you can just send a missile and get. So, you are reaching your adversary through a weapon system like missile. Very good. Any other, how to reach the enemy target? Like he said, missile to reach the target. Anything else? Raise your hand. Good. Give it to him. Correct. Just give it to him. Your name and
Rudransh. Fighter aircrafts.
fighter aircrafts. Can you name one fighter aircraft?
Tejas, Sukhoi,
Tejas.
MiG-30.
What is Tejas?
Tejas is a fighter aircraft. Sukhoi 30, MiG-30.
Very good. Tejas. Let's give a big clap. Somebody. So good. So you guys are most suited for defense technology. You should take defense technology, BTech, MTech, integrated defense technology. We run here. MTech defense technology. Everything you can do. Just give me some hot water. Huh? So how do you reach? You have various platforms. You can just go by a combat vehicles. It could be just, yeah, he wants to say something.
So my name is Tejas. Shelling
Your
is
name
also,
is Tejas. Very
yes.
good. Let's give a big clap. It's the name of our own indigenous fighter light combat aircraft is Tejas. We have named that in your name.
So shelling is also one of the things that can be
Keep it
used.
closer.
Shelling, artillery.
Shelling, correct? So you are just bombing. You are not going there physically. You are just bombing through shells, guns, rifles.
Yes.
Yes, very good, good, very good. Give it to him.
Good morning, sir. I'm Ayush. So, not only physically, but it can also be a online warfare, like cyber warfare.
Correct. So you can attack a country not even through weapons. You can attack in cyberspace because many of our financial transactions, banking, and every financial institution work on cyberspace, including military. They use net-centric operations. They work on the computers. So you don't have to physically attack, but you can do that just by cyber attack. So cyber security, that's why cyber security becomes important. Very good. So now to come up, we will move forward. So one group of technology is reach. It can be physically going close to that by walk. It can be by a combat vehicles like main battle tank Arjun. Have you heard of Arjun? Main battle tank? Battle tanks can reach there. Infantry combat vehicles can carry the soldiers. So you have platforms to reach the target or the enemy. So this is the third category of the defense technology is to develop platforms. It could be land, it could be air, it could be water, like the ships. It just fighter ships, the warships go there, and then fighter aircrafts go there. So you said light combat aircraft Tejas and the Jaguar, Mirage, and so many Rafale now, and so many aircrafts for different application, different purposes. Airborne early warning and control system. So all these have different applications. These are by air. So warships, we have aircraft carriers. We have built, India has built its own aircraft carriers. And India has also built its own nuclear powered submarine. Can you name the nuclear powered submarine India developed? Arihant. Have you heard of Arihant? It's developed by India. So now we have the second version as well. So like this, either you can reach through land, air, water, underwater. So this is reaching. Now the last part is what? Categories which I mentioned. Last part of defense technologies. Destroy. Correct. How do you destroy? Just name. How will you destroy? You have reached there and you want to destroy that. How would you do? Yeah, just give the mic. क्या problem मुझे नहीं जाना. But right. So destroy. One is by bombing. You can destroy. So you can carry the bomb and then destroy, or by a shell, like a gun, you can destroy. Anything else? Yes.
Guns.
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 Correct. Yes.
Tanks. Tanks.
Tanks. Tanks again. It has got ammunitions to fire. So you have arms and ammunitions to fire and destroy. Or you can put a bomb. Like it could be a nuclear power, nuclear bomb. India is a nuclear power. You know that no? We have the capability of delivering a nuclear warhead.
Setting up a crossfire in an area, setting up a crossfire for the land forces, and also bombing by a B 2 aircraft.
Yes, very good. So from the bombing from the aircraft. So missiles. Can you name some missile India has developed? Anybody you mentioned missile? Yes. Just answer.
Prithvi, Agni, BrahMos.
Very good. So you give a big clap to him. He said Agni, Prithvi, Brahmos. You know, these are all Agni, Prithvi, Akash, Nag, Trishul, Brahmos, interceptor missile, Shaurya, and a number of different categories, Astra and Helena. So we have developed a family of missiles. India has developed. India has developed, but we need more because you know there's so many countries have so many different type of missiles. So you have to have missiles. You need to have bombs of different class. Now they talk about cluster bombs. You know, like Pataka. You go there, tap, 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 you know, clusters come. So like that you can do clustering so that the damage which you can cause will be much higher. So these are all new technologies emerging. So the fourth category of defense technology is destroy. So sense, deny, reach, destroy. This is what is defense technology. But we want this to protect our country. We want this, all this in a very big strength so that other country will not attack. If you are strong, the other fellow will hesitate to attack. If you are weak like this, he will come and hit. So that is why deterrence. We need to build this capability. We need to build all this and keep it. Not that we will go and attack. Has your country attacked any country so far in the history? We never attacked. This is your country. We always say ahimsa, panchashil, and we always heave that is in your genes. So naturally, that you have that in you. So we will not attack. But then if you are strong and built, ready to hit, you are not going to hit. But if the other fellow hits, you will give 10 punches, tuck, 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 second strike. So this capability now India has to develop. You have to develop. We are developing. You have to contribute and strengthen. So these are the four categories. Now, has anybody heard about defense corridors technology? So you can develop disruptive technologies, next generation of weapon systems, defense technologies you can develop. That's a great opportunity. And then for this, which are the places where you can? One is Defense Research and Development Organization, where I served 40 years. I served 40 years to country in the country. So you can join one opportunity if you take defense technology as your academic program like BTech, MTech integrated or MTech program after if you are graduating from any other engineering branch. So this is one opportunity. Second opportunity is defense industries. So name a few defense industry. He said L&T, Mahindra, Godrej, Reliance, Bharat Forge, Paras, and so many companies, NSTC now. So like this, we have FSTC. So we have so many defense industries, Adani group of industries coming. There are so many private industries, but who the industry cannot develop it. We need people. That's why they need you. They need you to develop these. Some of you could be a designer. Some of you could be a developer. Some of you could be a manufacturer. Some of you will be there to quality control. Some of you will be there to marketing these defense technology to other countries because we are exporting. And some of you will be there in the documentation. Some of you would be there engineers after sales service. So see the opportunity for you that if you take defense technology, there is a spectrum of activity growing exponentially, growing logarithmically. So that is the opportunity. So not only in DRDO, but defense industries. There are many defense public sector undertaking. Can you name any public sector undertaking of defense? Anybody? He mentioned one name in his talk about LCH, Light Combat Helicopter, is manufactured by, give it to him.
Is it Boeing?
Boeing is outside, but within the country, our own defense.
Hindustan Aeronautical Limited.
Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. What's your name?
Rabani.
Very good. So, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is a defense public sector undertaking. Any other public sector undertaking in defense? Bharat Electronics Limited. Have you heard of Bharat Electronics Limited? Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, BHEL. Bharat Dynamics Limited. Bharat Earth Movers Limited. So, like that, there are so many, and including the one Vidani, which makes materials, new materials. So, there are many defense PSUs waiting for you people to join. Defense public sector undertaking. So, one is DRDO, the other is defense PSUs. Then the private sector. Private sector, you already mentioned L&T, Tata, Mahindra, Godrej, Reliance, Adani, all many people. There is, if you go to SIDM, Society of Indian Defense Manufacturers, you will see the list of 1,000 companies. They are all waiting for you because government is now committed for Atmanirbharta in defense. So if it is so, we need people to work. The other opportunity is defense corridor, defense industrial corridor. Have you heard of this defense industrial corridor? Anyone? Where is it? Where is it established? Primarily in the first two places it is established. Defense industrial corridor. Like industrial corridor, for defense, they have started two things. Our Honorable Raksha Mantri Sri Rajnath Singh ji announced this, and it's also being established very fast. So defense corridors are one in Lucknow, there is Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is one state. The other one is Tamil Nadu. The second one is in Tamil Nadu. So one in the south, one in the north. Or why do we need defense industrial corridor? Because there A to Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, the complete profile of the defense is there in that. Right from prototyping, designing, all this will be available in the corridor and then manufacturing. So there we need people. In Uttar Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, you need people to work. So one is so many opportunities, the defense corridor coming up, multiples, and we will manufacture for the world, not only for Indian requirement, because we are already started exporting the weapon system developed by India to other friendly countries, where we have good diplomatic relations. So the market is not just only Indian defense forces, but it is global defense forces. Even US is importing our defense the equipment and technology developed in India to US. So we need to augment this. We need to increase this. So the defense corridor will manufacture not only for India, manufacture for the world, make for the world, not only for India. So that is your country. That is where we need you. We need you to contribute. So you understand how important this defense technology is? Next slide. So when you look at the warfare, it is changing. It's more complex. Like you are seeing Ukraine war, he mentioned, Russia-Ukraine war, now Iran-Israel war. So a lot of turbulence is happening. And every time there's a different dimensions are coming. That's why you need different type of technologies. Technologies are exponentially growing in different dimensions. And so you need to look at the hybrid warfare, asymmetric warfare, digital battlefield. So there are so many things. Digital battlefield means a soldier will be wearing like a watch. You have watch or a small laptop here. So he will see the situational awareness. Oh, my friend is here, my foe is here, and then the tank is here. Everything he will just see it on the cloth, which will be powered. A new technology. Similarly, how to carry a load, exoskeleton. So like that for a soldier, if you are getting the stealth aircraft is another technology. So like this, there are many technologies coming up. So the complexity, including biological weapons. People are now like even coronavirus is supposed to be the biological weapon. Similarly, nuclear, chemical, biological, you need defense. If another country uses, how do you respond to this? How do you sense, detect, and then protection, self protection, personal protection, collective protection, decontamination, medical management? So, all these are technologies. So, see the, and for a soldier, like a fighter pilot, you need to provide anti G suit. So, another technology, anti G suit. And then if you have to have a head-up display, it's another technology. So technology keep on increasing. Flight simulators. You can develop flight simulators, another technology, defense technology. So you see enormous opportunity available today for each and every one of you. That is the changes which is happening. So rapidly changing. So you need those technologies for the rapidly changing battle scenarios. Next. Now coming to DRDO, where I serve, there are different clusters of laboratories. There are 52 laboratories in DRDO. Now we are integrating them into about 10, 12. But 52 labs as it exists today, and it is put under about 8 clusters like missiles and strategic system. So missiles can carry a conventional warhead or it can carry a nuclear warhead. So when a missile is loaded with nuclear warhead, it's a strategic missile. When you put a conventional warhead, which is just will go and bomb and destroy, which is not nuclear, then it's a kinetic attack, but that will destroy limited areas. So you have that kind of system. Strategic system means the weapons, missiles loaded with nuclear warhead is the strategic system. So we have constructed all this because being a nuclear power, we have also signed a moratorium of no first use. We will not use on any country first the weapons of mass destruction. But if any country uses this on our country, we will give a punch, second strike from land, air, water, underwater. We have developed those, DRDO has developed those capabilities and positioned them in critical places, strategic places close to our adversary borders. So that is our capability for these strategic systems and missiles. We have all those missiles we mentioned. Then aeronautical system. Can you name something developed by DRDO in aeronautics? You said LC, light combat aircraft, is one, which is a fourth generation fighter aircraft, fly by wire, digital cockpit, and also modern avionics. Airframe 60% is composites to keep it lightweight, and it is, even though it's flying now with G414 engine, but now we are going to change it to our own Kaveri engine, which has reached its thrust required. Like you need at least 80 kilonewton thrust to pull that weight which has been added now. So we have these light combat aircraft. Beyond this, can you name any other aeronautic system developed by India? Anyone? Okay. Now AVAX. Have you heard of AVAX? India has developed an indigenous AVAX, which is known as airborne early warning and control system. AVAC is a very important area. Similarly, unmanned aerial vehicles. Now only you talk about drones, but DRDO has developed pilotless target aircraft. If you want to test a missile, whether it's going to attack a flying object, aircraft, which is Lakshya. And then unmanned aerial vehicle, Nishant, Rustum, all this is like heavy weight, not like small drones. It can carry a payload of, let's say, 500 kgs, like that, such huge ones. Similarly, helicopters, all this, like HAL has made that. So this is another platform is unmanned aerial vehicle. Then the third one is balloon barrage. Balloon barrage means you raise the balloon to an altitude. You want to see what is happening in either adversary countries nearby, either in west or north or east. Then you need to have something raised there with payload, either camera or infrared, or it could be sensing system radar. So you have all those developed, and then balloon barrages for strategic locations to be protected. So like this, we have so many aeronautic related. Kaveri engine, the gas turbine research establishment has developed fighter aircrafts flying engine. So we have developed that. So like this, parachutes to drop men materials, and we have our own indigenous parachutes developed, and anti-G suits. We have developed our own anti-G suits. So these are all the ones are working in all these areas. Armaments and combat vehicles and engineering is another cluster. Main battle tank Arjun. If somebody has driven this, even though it's a heavy class, 60 tons its weight, but then this 60-ton can operate in deserts. The only tank which will survive in desert is Arjun, because it is made for the desert operation in the western borders. So Arjun. Then combat vehicles, not only main battle tank, but we have developed combat armored amphibious vehicle, which can go in water, float in water. Tank can float in water like a boat, no, and then traverse the riverlets. It can also lay bridges, bridge layer tank, Sarvatra, and it's made of composite. So one tank comes and lays the bridge, then another tank comes and lays the bridge. So the bridge is ready on which another tank will move through. So this is bridge layer tank we have developed. So like this, you have developed a large number of family of combat vehicles which is required for different operations. And if you want to evacuate a battlefield casualty, you need armored ambulance. But if you want to Raki, NBC environment, you need NBC Raki vehicle. So like that, when you say combat vehicles, it has combat vehicles. So many types of combat vehicles have been developed by us. Armaments, rifles, and all the systems, guns, you said guns. Now it's all indigenously manufactured, towed array guns, and like this different type of guns which can be fitted in the aircraft. So these are different type of the weapon system, armaments. Then you need ammunitions, armaments and ammunitions to fire. It should be a bomb. We have constructed, we have kept even a nuclear bomb ready for dropping if it is required. Through an aircraft, we can integrate to the aircraft and drop it on another country. So like this, you need arms and ammunition. So that is the other category. Naval system. As I said, we have the aircraft carrier. Aircraft carrier we have built our own, which can carry helicopters, we can carry the fighter aircrafts on ships, on board ships, warships. So we have warships building capability. We have also got the nuclear powered submarine building. So naval system looks at sonars and also torpedoes. It's like missile going and hit in land, torpedoes go and hit the submarines or underwater bodies. So this is torpedoes. So like this, we have naval system to sense and destroy, reach and destroy. So we have those torpedoes. All this is built by this. Then you have in electronics, radars, then computers for cyber security, and we have a Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics, CARE, in DRDO. So all this comes under electronics and computer, including electronic warfare system, Samyukta, Sangraha, Helena. So like this, we have various type of the electronic warfare system. Tarang is for the airborne. So like this, we have electronics. Then materials, because materials is the very important basic requirement for a platform to be built. So you need titanium, you need composites. So we develop new type of materials. So in DRDO, look at the opportunities available, material science, then life sciences, life support technologies. For a soldier to work in high altitude in Siachen Glacier at 20,000 feet altitude with very low oxygen pressure as well as low temperature, minus 50, minus 60, he has to work in those conditions. So you have to provide life support technology. A fighter pilot, you need to have anti-G suit. Submariner, you need a submarine escape suit. And for a person to work in the NBC environment, you have the NBC protective suit. So, like that, see the opportunity in life sciences, right from selection, placement, nutrition, clothing, personal protective equipment, man machine interface through ergonomics. So, all this is your possibility in life support technologies, the last cluster. So, this is how you have so much opportunity in DRDO. So DRDO could be one option for you. Even in that, so many areas are there in this. Now, next slide. We have some water. This is the DRDO Bhavan. You see in the center, DRDO Bhavan. And BrahMos. You said BrahMos. Somebody said BrahMos. Yeah, who knows about BrahMos? Just give the mic to him. What is this BrahMos? Why it is known as BrahMos?
It was a joint missile venture between India and Russia,
Mhm.
and it is currently in use by naval warships, and it has been developed for air to air and air to surface missile system.
Surface to air. Very good. And air to surface. Let's give a big clap to him. See, BrahMos, how the name was given, Brahmaputra of India and Moskva River in Russia, BrahMos, Moskva. So that is how it's a confluence. It's a joint venture between Russia and India. So we are having the larger share. 51% is India and 49% is Russia holding. So this BrahMos has been inducted in Army, Navy, Air Force for different applications, as you rightly said. So BrahMos is that. So that is a corporation now. It's a joint venture corporation and DRDO, and they make all this. Next slide. 5, 4, 3.
Four, three, two, one, zero, one, two, three, four.
Very good. So you saw two missiles, Agni, Prithvi. So even the name, it has an excitement. Agni means what? Fire, energy. So it's a long range missile. Now we have the capability to reach beyond 6,000 kilometers with a warhead of 1.5 kilotons. So that is the power you have now to reach that target of 6,000 kilometers. So what are the technologies goes into the missile? Can anyone guess? Because it's not, you are only seeing a rocket going up or a pataki going up. But how many technologies? Just give it to me. What technologies go into the missile? Because that is what you can develop. Yes, please.
The ability to detect heat signals and heat systems for like heat striker missiles for a moving object, so they can reach them in air.
Right. So Agni, you have propulsion. You need to propel a missile to reach the target. So there are liquid propellant, solid propellant. Now we are talking about electric. Can you make it an electric propulsion? So like this, there are so many new things can come. Can you power it by nuclear instead of putting a solid or liquid propellant? So propulsion is one important area. Second is control. How do you control this? Otherwise, it will babble. Can you see rocket going up? Control the missile to reach a target. So you need control and guidance technology. Then you need to integrate the warhead and separate the warhead at the right time, right altitude. So you need all these are technologies which go there. You only see the rocket going up, but you need materials which can withstand that high temperature, which will be in 1,000 degrees Celsius. So you need composite materials when it re-enters long range missile. So the opportunity why I'm telling is you see only a missile going up, lot of efforts go from material scientists, propellant scientists, control, guidance, navigation, payload integration, payload separation. This is all your opportunity. If you take defense technology in missile, then these are opportunities. Next.
It has an aerodynamically designed tailless compound delta platform, and of course, the relaxed static stability combined with a state-of-the-art fly-by-wire makes Tejas highly agile and maneuverable.
This is the best 4 plus generation fighter aircraft India has developed. Because all other countries, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, they were mentioning, Rafael, all these, they've gone through generations, starting from first generation, second generation, third generation. We went straight to 4 plus generation. That is why we took that long time. But having developed it, to develop the advanced medium combat aircraft or fifth generation fighter aircraft, it doesn't take time because you have the tacit knowledge to build a fighter aircraft. So first time it takes a lot of time. So this is what you have light combat helicopter, which our commander mentioned, and then Dhruva. These are all the unmanned aerial vehicle. Su-30 now we are manufacturing, and all this comes under next.
When it comes to war, no weapon dominates the battlefield more than the main battle tank. Backed by superior firepower, protection, and mobility, these armored monsters often decide the fate of wars. From capturing land territories to creating havoc behind enemy lines, the tank is the most destructive war machine during any surface combat. This is Arjun Mark I, a fearsome battle tank equipped with advanced warfare technologies. Indigenously designed and developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO.
Why don't you talk to the concerned people? To whom? Okay, okay. Sanjeev Bansal. फटाफट कनेक्ट करो. Just 1 minute. I'm addressing this. What is the problem? My problem, can you talk about chancellor? You can just Madam, I need your help. Madam, one of our, director DRDO Dihar, Chaurasia, who is BSL, that student, that admit card is damaged. So she is brought it, but it's damaged, it seems. Then kindly permit, Madam. Acha, so I will now, if you have any questions to ask, you have already got a flavor of the canvas spectrum of opportunities available for the defense. So, any questions, any clarification? Otherwise, I'll hand it over to Dr. Neeraj Kumar. So there's a great excitement which I have experienced myself developing all this, involved in these, say from the top, from the DRDO. So you can also join this organization and tremendous opportunity for defense technology. Join this. My blessings to you. Best wishes. All the best.
Thank you for the motivation, sir. Moving forward, we have our next session of the day. Thank you, Neeraj, sir. Please take the podium.
Good afternoon or good morning. Say it loudly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you ask your friend to come back so that we can finish it well within the time? Already we are late. We want to finish it. I know that we are, the snack is waiting for you. As soon as we finish this, we will go for a snack. Snacks we'll take and then we'll go for a lab visit. So at least give me a smile. You'll get. so, thank you. So I'll not take much time. Once again, welcome you all. I'm very thankful to Dr. Bindu, who is your principal. I'm in touch with her from last more than one month. Kindly convey my regard to her and all the visiting faculty. Thank you for coming here. So I'll talk about the program. So this is the launch of Defense Technology Program. We started this program in 2021. These are the two pointers who started this program. Dr. G. Satish Reddy sir and Professor Anil D. Sasubodhi, AICT chairman, DRDO chairman. At that time, he was the chairman. They started this program. And Amity University, Amity Institute of Defense Technology, we joined hand and so we joined hand with the DRDO to start this program. Of course, AICT has designed the syllabus for this course. And under the leadership, Dr. Ashok Kechavan, he is the founder president of this Amity University. Under his guidance, we have started this program in 2021, as I told you earlier. And the vision mission of Sir is to make India superpower through the knowledge. And this is what AICT has to say about this program. And 2002, we realized that 2021, when we started the MTech Defense Technology Program, we realized that the students who were joining us, they don't have the fundamental or the skill required for the defense technology. So that's the reason we started this integrated BTech MTech program so that we can start giving the exposure to the defense from very early stage. This is a launch of our program.
Amity announces the launch of MTech Defense Technology in collaboration with DRDO Ministry of Defense Government of India in India's first MTech Defense Technology Students will learn from eminent scientists from DRDO with internships in defense labs and industries. The ideal launchpad for careers in defense R&D, manufacturing, and armed forces technical wing.
In between, we welcome Major General Bhaskar Chakraborty, sir. He is the Director at Admission in Amity University. Can you give... Thank you, sir, for coming. So, we have listened to that all the expert of this area. So I'll take 1 or 2 points. Not already they have explained everything to you. This is from which movie? The background? Good. This is the main character. Remember? No. Can you? So this is what expert has said. I'm just taking 1 or 2 points from that. Only thing is we have aggressive policy. The Indian government, they have the aggressive policy about this defense. So no, I'm not going to the detail of that. But one thing is, anyone who want to study that, you can go for DPEPP. It is available on the net. You can go. All the details of the future of the defense technology is given there. We call it as a Bible of the defense. So obviously, there is a surge in the demand. Sir has already explained that. So now the situation is demand is more. We don't have the supply. You also know that we have a mechanical engineer, we have different engineers, electronics, computers, and so many engineers. We don't have defense. So that creates a huge gap between the demand and the supply. So I'm skipping this. I just want to give a important message regarding the defense technology, regarding the importance of the defense technology. Why it is so important. You already know that Hezbollah, aapko pata hai sabko? How many of you know about Hezbollah? Only one. How many know about the Israel? Very good. So this is Israel Hezbollah war. So with this context,
Keep the mic closer.
With this context, we'll try to understand the importance of the defense technology. You know this person? It play. So I skipped that video. This is Ibrahim. So US government has announced a $7 million for his information. Top commandant, second top commandant of the Hezbollah. And how many, I don't know, how many of you know that Israel already eliminated this person? How? You know, you have the mobile and you have the timeline. Kahan bhi aap ja rahe ho, every is there. Everything is there. So whenever your mother wants, you can check that. Kahan gaye the aap? Huh? So similarly, that they were using the mobile. So Israel can figure out wo kahan pe hai, and they can strike that exact location, even though they are sitting in the residential place, some locality, but still they are able to strike the actual building. You must have seen in the videos. So you know that Hassan Nasrullah, chief of this organization. So what he decided, let's go step back. Rather than using the mobile, we'll use the pagers. Pager is what? Like your radio. It works on the radio wave. So you cannot identify कि कहाँ पर आप रेडियो पे गाना सुन रहे हो. You cannot identify that. So they thought that we'll go back and we'll start using the pager and obviously the walkie-talkies. So they cannot locate their location. And obviously, they cannot destroy. So, but what Israel did, you know, which is the agency, the spy agency of the Israel, the name Mossad. But this work is not from Mossad. What I'm going to describe is, I'll tell you what is that. So what happened? The Lebanon, you can see in the top of the Israel, Lebanon is there. Lebanon has placed the order of 3,000 or 30,000 pager to Taiwan. There is company Apollo Gold. And because of this global production system, Taiwan has given this order to another company in Hungary. And when from the Hungary it is coming to Lebanon, something happened in between. They fixed 30 grams of PETN, this is the explosive, near the battery. And what happened, you must have seen these kind of videos on the TV. So what was the program of Israel? They wanted to export this after 2 years. By the time each and every terrorist was having that kind of pager. But some of the terrorists from this group, they got some doubt about this pager. So he went to his senior. कि यार मेरे को कुछ doubt आ रहा है इसमें. And that senior happened to be a spy of Mossad. So that person has conveyed to the Israel कि यहाँ doubt शुरू हो चुका है. So we can go ahead with our program. So what did Israel decided is कि जो maximum message भेजे जाते थे वो 12 to 4 p.m. So they decided to explode the device around 3:30 p.m. तो for the maximum casualty. तो कैसे हुआ, कोई जब मैसेज गए तो कोई पढ़ रहा था, उसकी आंखें चली गई, जिसने पॉकेट में रखा था उसके पैर चले गए, जिसने पेट में रखा था. तो दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग कि वो अब आगे किसी भी वॉर में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर सकता. दैट वाज द टारगेट ऑफ द इजराइल. So now with that background, if we correlate the same thing to India, so our mobile phone, this is the scenario of the mobile phone, which is from China. So this is our country and you can find out how many mobile phones are there from China. So if anything, that sort of thing happens in India, this could be the scenario. So what we need to do is, we need to make those things in India. Lesson we have learned from Israel Hezbollah war, and this is the importance of the defense technology. So having said that, we come back to what we are offering. We are offering these 3 courses: BTech, MTech integrated. This is for you, and then MTech defense technology and PhD. And I'm just focusing for 2 minutes to the BTech, MTech integrated defense technology. These are some of the unique features. The unique feature is the expert from the defense. They are going to take care of the subjects. From the we have divided the whole subject into 3 things: fundamental, application, and R&D. Fundamental parts we are taking care. Application part, veterans from the defense personnel, they are taking care. And the research part is from DRDO. These are some of the specialization we are giving: AI and cyber security, aerospace technology, combat vehicle engineering. Sir has already explained the meaning of everything. Sir is here. He will talk about all those things. So I'll talk about this program structure, what we are offering in this. It is a 10 semester program. 5-year program with 265 credits with 7 specialization, what we have discussed. Semester 1 and 2, first year will be common for all students, all engineering. Second year, that is semester 3 and 4, this is common for all defense technology students. And from the third year to the fifth semester, we'll ask you to choose one specialization out of the 7. And third year, fourth year, both year you will study the subject related to your specialization. And then finally, semester 9 and 10, you'll get the opportunity to work your thesis either in DRDO lab or some of the defense industry or public sector, defense public sector. So that is the very unique opportunity where you can work under one scientist and for complete 1 year. These are the things we are offering. These are the subject we are offering. First semester and second semester, this is common for all. And then we are introducing the course of defense technology. Some of course are elements of aerospace engineering, defense technology, disruptive technology, weapon system. And this is 5th semester. Here, suppose you have taken the specialization AI in cybersecurity. So this subject you have to study. Optimization technique, data structure, exploring the network and system on warfare platform. Suppose you have chosen the specialization combat vehicle, you need to study those subjects. So depending upon the specialization, you have different subject will be offered to you. And for the elective, these are the subjects. You have to choose one elective from each basket. Similarly, for the 6th semester, so 9th and 10th, there is no subject. You will work in DRDO under one scientist. Apart from that, we have also done industry academia partnership. This is MOU signing with somebody has taken the name Bharat Forge. You can see Baba Kalyani, who is the owner of this or CEO of this company, with our Chancellor, sir. This is MOU signing with Alcom Innovation. This is MOU signing with SSPL DRDO Lab. This is with TBRL Chandigarh. And Alcom is setting up 2 labs in our campuses. Bharat Forge are also setting 1 lab in our campus. So this is what about the MOU. Apart from that, we are continuously organizing different interaction with the industry. The CEO of Mahindra Defense, if you someone have taken the name, and our human resources, you can find veteran from defense, DRDO scientists and academician. We are also organizing guest speaker. So she is from NASA. He is from DRDO. Some of the testimonial I want to show you.
Have completed bachelor's in mechatronics and master's in defense technology at Amity Institute of Defense Technology.
Nitin right now is working with
Defense technology is in a mission to promote cutting-edge technology in association with DRDO and private industries through research and development.
Myself, Gayatri from Tamil Nadu. I'm currently pursuing my MTech in Defense Technology at Amity University campus, Noida. So this is a course uniquely framed to have a real-time experience in the defense sector. We had the opportunity to visit various DRDO labs across the nation. And the second year is completely for project and dissertation, which can be done either in DRDO labs or in private industries. So it was a great experience to work with esteemed scientists of the lab, and also I gained so much of hands-on knowledge and experience. So if you are a person aspiring
To enrich your knowledge and exposure in defense sector,
make the use of this opportunity,
to promote and contribute towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, Amity Institute of Defense Technology is the right platform.
so if you are interested in defense sector, make use of this opportunity and the course.
She is Padma. She is working with L&T. Testimonial I will not say.
Hi, my name is Padma.
See, he is Abhishek. He is working with.
Keep it closer, Mike.
He is Abhishek. He is working with Board Dynamics, Delhi. If you know that drone company, whichever show you see in India, that is organized by Board Dynamics. It is in IIT Delhi.
My name is Abhijit Nair, and I'm currently pursuing my MTech in Defense Technology at Amity University of Defense Technology, Amity University in Noida.
Due to
As a
time
part of this
constraint,
curriculum,
I'll skip this video. I'll show you some of the achievements. They all got the job in Kalyani. These three in Mahindra, Paras, Nubrix, Honda, L&T. So some are doing their PhD with IITs. And they did their internship in DRDO and different industries. These four students, they got award of recently, some days back, they got award from Raksha Mantri.
And they have developed a regenerative clutch. And that is the innovation which they have done. They are defense technology students.
This is Riya Jain, third year.
They are now having a startup of their own. So either you look for employment or look for have a startup.
These are the glimpses of some external events. You can figure out Sri Somnath sir, Chairman ISRO, G. Satish Reddy sir, Jiten sir. Some our visit to DRDO industries.
This is Aeronautic Development Establishment. The previous one was DIAT, Defense Institute of Advanced Technologies. This is Millet, which is part of Military Training Institute.
This is in Pune. This is beyond the academics.
बदलाव नहीं कोई बादल जो बरसे बन के आंधी, बदलाव तभी आएगा जब जागेगी आबादी। हर बार नहीं आएगा यहां बनकर कोई महात्मा, ढूंढना होगा हमको खुद अपने दिल में गांधी। इस सोच के साथ मिलकर आओ मनाए आजादी, चलो मनाए आजादी।
With that, I'll request Major General Bhaskar sir to please apprise us about some of the additional.
Bhaskar Chakravarti, who has served almost 4 decades in the armed forces in army, and he has commanded thousands of soldiers in both peace and war. And he is now the director of admissions. So all the admission process to our Amity University in various branches, including Amity Institute of Defense Technology, is looked after by him. And he will tell you all about the excitement which one can have in Amity University if you join Amity and the process. Over to you, Jalsa.
So, good morning to.
Let's give a big clap to our General Chakravarti.
Good morning to all the distinguished guests, and thank you, sir, for your kind introduction. Good morning, dear students. Now, I've been director admission here for more than 10 years. So that has given me an opportunity. It was a pleasure and privilege to be here for 10 years and dealing with the student affairs, admission related issues. So this has given me an opportunity to interact with tens of thousands of students. So I precisely know what is the thought process in your mind, what is your mind space occupied with. Primarily, the student that you are, that is of class 11th and 12th, they are seized with two issues: what to study and where. So basically, which university to join and which subject to choose. So before I go on to my short presentation, I'll tell you what are the factors you could keep in mind for choosing a university. So firstly, of course, location is important because the university may have all the infrastructure, but if it is located in wilderness, it's of no use. So it must have good connectivity, maybe metro nearby, preferably airport nearby, a hospital, a mall. All these are necessities. Then the faculty. A university is known by its faculty, and also I want to tell you a brief inspirational story about faculty. You know how important faculties are. So when Dr. C.V. Raman was being honored with Bharat Ratna, that was the time when Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president. So he said, when you come to Delhi to receive the award, stay with me. So he wrote back saying that I will not be able to come to receive the award as next week my PhD scholar has to submit his thesis. So if you have that kind of teachers, naturally you are prepared to give your right hand to study under those kind of teachers. So faculty is very important. They can transform your life. Then the research focus, because university is known by the research they carry out. If you go to some of the universities like Harvard, Princeton, if you go to Princeton, you'll find even the windows where John Nash used to write down the mathematical formula. Who was a mathematician but went on to get Nobel Prize in economics. Einstein stayed there for more than 20 years. So that is how research is important. University is known by its research potential. Then what is being given beyond classroom? Because every university, every college has to follow a particular curriculum. But how they prepare you, how they make you future ready so that you can face the challenges and opportunities that come your way, that counts more than anything else. So these are the issues that you have to, and then the scholarship that the university offers, overall ambience, infrastructure, of course, you will see. So these are some of the issues which quickly came to my mind. I thought I'll share with you. And also the subject. When you choose a subject, then you must identify your passion, because everyone may not be good at everything. So you must have your strength and you must be aware of your strength. So you have to choose the subject of your choice, and not because your friend has chosen or under peer pressure or parents are pushing you to follow engineering or medicine or whatever. So ultimately you have to follow your passion. So with that, I will just cover a small few admission related issues through a small presentation, and then I'm keen to take on your questions, because then the real interaction would take place. You must have been already introduced to our Honorable Founder President. Amity is his brainchild, because Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, he went to Germany to do his PhD, and he had set up an industrial empire in which there were 6,000 Germans working under him. But his heart was set in India. He wanted to do something more meaningful, impactful, and more enduring. So that is how he set up the Amity Education Group. And as they say, rest is history. So he strongly feels that when God pushes somebody in such a way, nothing can stop such a person. So the Amity philosophy is that anybody who wishes to study can get a place in Amity. We have our own schools and preschools, and also we offer programs up to postdoctoral level. Thus, even grandchild and grandparents can study together, of course, not in the same class. Now, Amity is one of the largest education group in the country. We have more than 2 lakh brilliant students, 6,000 faculty, 13 universities in Noida, Gurugram, Greater Noida, Lucknow, Jaipur, Mumbai, Gwalior, Kolkata, Raipur, Ranchi, Patna, Mohali, Bangalore. We have number of overseas campuses in London, Singapore, New York, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Mauritius, South Africa, Kenya, China, Amsterdam, San Francisco, and Tashkent. We have more than 28 schools and preschools. We offer more than 400 programs. Our faculty have filed more than 2,100 patents. The figure has still gone up. And then they have developed more than 4,200 case studies, and these are being taught all over the world. So that is the overall, bandwidth of Amity, as you can imagine. Now, as regards ranking and accreditation, we have got the WASC accreditation, which stands for Western Association of Schools and Colleges. Now, Amity is the only university in India to have got this accreditation. And this is considered to be gold standard for accreditation. And both Times Higher Education and QS have ranked Amity amongst 3% of the universities globally. We also offer scholarships both at undergraduate level and postgraduate level. Now, all these details are there in our website. These figures may undergo minor variation from academic year to academic year. So you have to follow our website. And then there are fast track admissions for students with good JE score. In fact, if somebody has got JE percentile score of 97, then they can get 100% scholarship, 75% scholarship, 50% scholarship, and also based on CUET score. CUET is Combined University Entrance Test. Now you know, for admission to all government universities, you have to appear for this CUET. So the admission is based on that. We also take students through CUET, and we also offer scholarship based on their CUET score. Then there is sports scholarship and Martyr scholarship. We have provision for direct admission. Those students getting 80% and above, they get direct admission, and our own graduates get direct admission in postgraduate program. Now, this slide sort of summarizes the value addition which an Amity student undergoes while they stay here. They have to compulsorily study one foreign language. So they can choose from a basket of French, German, Spanish, Arabic, Japanese, Chinese, and Russian. Then there is training on communication skill, behavioral science, human values. There is strong institution of mentorship that we have, and there is military come adventure training, that is to instill leadership qualities and bolster their confidence level. So all these attributes make an Amitian stand apart in a crowd. Then we have career aspirational survey. In fact, being a student-centric university, on day one, as part of orientation, we carry out an aspirational survey to determine what does the student want. They want to become an entrepreneur, they are looking for a job, or they plan to go for higher studies. So the entire process of handholding is geared towards their aspiration. Then there is Corporate Resource Center. Uh, Dr. Neeraj told you about the placement. Now every institute has got this CRC, which is Corporate Resource Center, and their job is to organize internship, which is compulsory for all Amity students, and also they organize the placement. These are some of the marquee organizations which recruit our students: Mercedes-Benz, Ernst& Young, Google, Microsoft, McKinsey, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Nestle, etc. Then these are some of the universities where our students are now studying, like Carnegie Mellon, London School of Economics, Pennsylvania, Purdue, Manchester, Michigan, Stanford, Columbia, and so on. Our infrastructure, I believe you'll be going around the campus, so you'll be able to have a look at this infrastructure. We have underground parking for more than 1,000 cars. We have 2 doctors present in the campus 24/7, and we have a green campus. And then this is one of the most secure campus in the country because the entry and exit is regulated through face recognition, and this is a totally ragging free campus. You hear all kinds of untoward incidents in newspapers about ragging. At least Amity is spared of that nuisance. Now there are sports facilities. Our sports facilities are of international standard. We have 8 multi-cuisine cafeteria and food court. Then we have both AC and non-AC rooms in the hostel. We have a central library with large collection of books and e-journals. It's worth visiting. Our admission process basically, the entire process is online. That is, you have to apply online, and the admission processing of forms is also automated. And then you have to appear for an interview. That interview could be online or in campus. We give the choice to the students. Depending on their convenience, they can choose one of the options. For certain subjects, specific subjects where we want to check your aptitude, like fashion, fine arts, etc., there could be an aptitude test along with that. And then Amity is also a happening place. You see our Honorable Chancellor as on the cover page of Forbes magazine, Dr. Atul Chauhan. Then we were lucky to be blessed by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Some of the Nobel laureates who visited Amity, thus Amity students get a chance to interact with Nobel laureates and some of the who is who of the country who have been conferred honorary doctorates for their accomplishments in life, and some of the Bollywood celebrities who make a beeline for launching their movies. Now, defense technology, I think enough has been said about that. As regards eligibility, it is 60% PCM, and we run BTech plus MTech integrated program and also MTech Defense Technology program. And I'll share a small video. You must have been shown a lot of videos, but I will share one. See how well camouflaged that is. So any, tanks or other things coming, they will not be able to detect this. And then they'll be surprised. See how the drones are activating these. The students, these are not, this is the longest, clip. So I'll stop here. So this is not science fiction. This is what the warfare is today. And so can there be anything more exciting than getting into this realm? And also India, enough has been talked about Atmanirbhar Bharat. And India today is a net exporter of weapons. Our BrahMos uh, is being exported, then Tejas aircraft being exported, and so on. So thus you can participate in nation building directly. Okay, so that is the advantage of getting into this field. Of course, job is guaranteed. Job is minor thing. Job is guaranteed. You don't have to worry about your job. It is the excitement and the privilege of direct participation in nation building. Beside, of course, defense technology, we also offer more than 450 programs. I will just quickly run through just to tell you. We offer right from acting to actuarial science, applied linguistics, architecture, banking, commerce, defense and strategic studies, economics, engineering, fashion, hospitality, insurance, law, management, pharmacy, physiotherapy, telecom, travel and tourism, aerospace, artificial intelligence, avionics, biomedical science, biotechnology, clinical embryology, cold chain management, computer science and social sciences, data science, design thinking, defense technology, digital marketing, food technology, forensic science, healthcare informatics, nanomedicine, nanotechnology, post-harvest technology, public health, robotics, stem cell and biology, synthetic biology and genome engineering, virology, immunology. Thus, it's a formidable basket of more than 400 programs. I don't think there is any realm which is left out. So that is the basket that Amity has to offer. Well, when you buy gold, normally you look for hallmarks. So transparency, accountability, and probity are our hallmarks. Our admission process is totally automated, hence transparent, and we give access of Amazon, a platform, to parents. Thereby, they will be able to monitor whether the students are attending classes or not. We are accountable to all stakeholders, namely students, parents, and higher management. We accept no capitation fee, and we have no agents. We deal directly with students. Thank you. Can we take on questions, sir?
Please ask any question.
Okay. Do you have any questions related to admission process? Please raise your hand so that you can get a mic.
Any doubt, clarifications you like to have? Good. I think they have understood very well. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, General Sahib.
Thank
Let's
you.
give a big clap to Major General Bhaskar Chakravarti.
Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you for the knowledgeable session, sir. With this, we come to an end for the first half of the workshop. We would now like to present the mementos to our guests that will remind them of our association for years to come. May I request Dr. W. Selvamurthy, Professor Dr. Neeraj, Major General Bhaskar Chakravarti, Colonel C.V. Gopal, and other senior members of the Amity family to present the mementos to our guests. We will all now be proceeding to the university's tour. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jensen. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so now we will move to the four small snacks and the lab visit. Now you can make a four groups with your teachers and we will escort it. Thank you.